So, today we're going to discuss the first three sentence patterns. The actual number given to the patterns is frankly irrelevant. It's more important for you to consider what the pattern itself is showing you. But I would like to point out that as it concerns patterns 1 and 2 and 3, you are in fact only dealing with the verb to be. So, the verb to be is conjugated in multiple different ways in the English language. This verb has more variations than any other verb. So, to be can be the words am, is, are, was, were, be, being, or been. There was actually a little song they taught us in 5th grade to help with that. I'm not going to sing it for you. So, am, is, are, was, were, be, being, and been. So, the infinitive form, the unconjugated form of the verb is to be. That is the unconjugated form of any verb. To run, to walk, to talk. We always put the to in front of it. It's the infinitive form. So anytime a sentence is using any of these words, you are dealing with patterns 1 through 3. The interesting thing is, later on you will discover you can actually add these numbers together, and it gives you some of the higher numbers because it's literally putting, say, pattern 2 together with pattern 6, for example. Well, that's pattern 8. It's interesting how that works out. It is a complete accident, but it's interesting. Alright, so let's talk about pattern number 1. Alright. Pattern 1 only deals with adverbs. So this is a sentence that uses the verb to be and adds only an adverb. So, example. Your sentence is, my bedroom is upstairs. So the first thing I actually want you to focus upon and then practice is breaking a sentence down to its core self. The core sentence, is bedroom is. Noun, verb. If you can just look at the core sentence every time and say, what is the noun and then what is the verb, it's going to be easier for you to do these diagrams. Alright, so you always start the diagram with the horizontal line. The noun, only the noun, goes on the first part of the horizontal line. In this case, bedroom. At this point, you are cutting the sentence in half into its subject and its predicate. And in diagramming, you put a big line, a full line all the way through. Don't be skimpy on your line. The verb, to be verb, is, goes on the second half of the line. So this says, this is the subject, this is the predicate. Then you handle the determiner, my, and the adverb, upstairs. All determiners and adjectives in the first part of the sentence are always going to be on slanted lines. This indicates what word it belongs to. It's my bedroom. So slanted line, bedroom. Adverbs, unlike patterns 2 and 3, pattern 1 puts the adverb below on a slanted line as well. Where is my bedroom? It's upstairs. So again, adverbs. How did something happen? Where is it? Answering kind of some of the journalist questions. Is it where? It's upstairs. So pattern 1 is as simple as this. Do I have an adverb? It answers the question where, so yes, I do. Okay, put it under the line, under the verb it belongs to. It's an adverb, it belongs to its verb. Okay. Now, let's talk about pattern number 2, which handles adjectives. The sentence in this case, the students are diligent. Lost my thought there. Again, what is your core sentence? Students are. Your noun, your verb. This tells you what you're going to put on the main line. Students are. In this case, however, we have an adjective describing students. This is verb pattern 2, and then basically all the rest of them, with only one exception, are going to use slanted lines and are different than pattern 1. Slanted line, it does not drop down, only this line drops down as far as cutting the line. Diligent. Don't forget your the, it's a determiner. The students are diligent. So, adjectives going at the end of the line. Alright. Now we're going to deal with noun phrases. The noun phrase, NP1 equals NP1 is how your textbook talks about this, because to be is a linking verb. My professor is Dr. Wright. Okay. Professor and Dr. Wright are referring to each other because of this linking verb right here. Professor is, because that's your core. Who is your professor? Slant, Dr. Wright. In this sense, it looks exactly like the adjective. Don't forget your determiner, in this case a possessive pronoun, my. As long as this word and this word are referring to the same thing, and you have that linking verb, you have pattern 3. So later you will have NP1 and NP2, and then you'll even have NP1, 2, and 3. So keeping in mind, what is this referring to, is important to make sure that you are doing the right pattern and you have everything in the right place. If at any time you have questions and this is not making sense, do please email me and tell me, and then we can set up a meeting through Zoom or Skype, and I will help you further.